welcome to another episode of We Should Talk About That. I'm Jess Buchanan,
And I'm Jessica Kidwell.
and we're the two Jesses. We're the hosts of the podcast We Should Talk About That, and we are here to get you in the holiday spirit. Can you even believe that it's time to get into the holiday spirit?
No, I absolutely cannot. But given the opportunity, I kind of went for it, and I even
As
have
always. What? Of course you do. Of course you do.
just a
I have no
little
idea where my
just a little
Christmas
something.
decorations are right now. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so to continue with the holiday spirit tonight, we, in partnership with the Zebra and ZTV Live, are very excited to highlight a community favorite, the Alexandria Community Nutcracker, which is in its 13th year of production.
I love the Nutcracker. We had a long-standing tradition in our family of going to the Kennedy Center show every year. And
Hmm.
Charlie started off going with us, but then he asked if he could maybe not come. And so Rob and I would trade off and on of taking Grace, and we would always buy a new ornament.
No.
And those are always like our favorite. What about you? Is it a tradition in your house?
Um, Not necessarily. We've gone to this particular version of the Nutcracker once or twice. I don't know. I think we're still like trying to get our groove in the tradition front. And I feel like I can't really be like, oh, my kids are still little. They're like 9 and 7. But for a couple of years, we would go up to Maryland to a production, and it was the mini nut. So it was like a shortened version for
Ooh,
little kids, and we would get like all dressed up, and that was really fun. And it was in the afternoon, so like you didn't have to worry about everybody melting down. And yeah, so my traditions are all over the place, but I'm hoping to start some new ones with this new production.
awesome. I heard you did a little prep for this episode and went with some trivia.
Okay,
Do you
well, trivia, does that mean I have to ask you questions, or can I just tell you
wait?
my fun facts?
Just tell me the fun facts. I just want to know.
Okay,
Please
okay.
don't ask me any
I am
questions.
very
Definitely.
excited about a couple of these facts, okay? So, okay, so let me start with the like more classic ones. Okay, the Nutcracker is actually considered to be the most frequently performed ballet in the world, which I
That
found
is not a surprise.
interesting. Okay, and then the story was actually originally wasn't created for children. The author of the story, E.T.A. Hoffman, originally wrote it to show the dark side of humanity. And the choreographer, Marius Petipa, is the one who chose a lighter version to adapt, which is what we're familiar with. But here are my favorite pieces of trivia. Tchaikovsky, the composer, was a diva. Apparently, he was also a hypochondriac. He refused to drink anything but bottled water, especially eccentric in an era when commercially bottled water wasn't a thing.
I mean,
And
that
he
feels
also,
very, very odd for that
right?
time, right?
No, but listen to this. He also suffered from the irrational fear that his head might fall off in the midst of conducting the orchestra. I
Wait,
shouldn't
is
laugh
that a
about that.
real?
I mean,
That's
that's a
like
real fear.
it's a real fear that like my
I,
head's gonna just pop off in the middle
I
of.
guess, like, maybe he would just get so into it, and like feel it so intensely that he was afraid his head was going to pop off or something. But, like, I mean, that kind of puts some of my phobias into perspective for sure.
Listen, there's always someone crazier.
I
That's the takeaway
I
tonight.
mean,
There's
I
always
guess
someone crazier.
you can't be a genius like Tchaikovsky without being tortured.
And a little crazy. I do think Genius does have a
Yeah,
little crazy element to it for sure. So
for
I
sure.
did not know many of those facts, and I wonder if our guest tonight knew any of those. So I think we should find out. We are very excited to have with us live the director of the Alexandria Community Nutcracker, Jennifer DeFilippo. And I'm so happy you're here, Jen. Hi.
Hi, I am happy to be here with both of you guys. I feel honored to be here with you guys. So thank you for having me.
Hey,
I think
we're
it's funny that
honored.
you feel honored We're a very serious production here. Very serious.
But
And I have
I
to be
will
honest with
say,
you.
I was going to say, I'm not worried that my head's going to pop off. Just FYI.
Well, I have to be honest with you. I was reading those facts and I was like, wow, I learned some things because there were some of those facts that I did not know. So thank you.
Well,
They
now
were
you
very interesting. Yeah.
You're very welcome. My job here is done tonight. Okay, so we're excited to get some behind the scenes footage and interviews with the cast of this year's Nutcracker. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about what goes on, like what goes into a production of this size, about how many are in the cast and what are their ages.
So this year we have a cast of 157 and they range from 4 to 18. So we've got a wide range of cast members.
That feels like maybe trying to herd cats into a bag as far as figuring out schedules and the when people can come and where people can come. That is insane. How do you manage that along with being the coach for the West Potomac dance team and running your nonprofit foundation Artspire Virginia? Like, what do you sleep? What's happening?
So, if you ask people that are involved in the show or on the dance team, they will probably tell you that I don't sleep because I'm usually up around 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's when I get a lot of my work done. And I'm sending updates, and so they're getting notifications. So they would probably tell you that I don't sleep, but I do actually sleep, just not a lot. But it is a lot of organizing. What we try to do is we try to just have all of the practices on one day. And for the most part, it works. So we kind of tell everyone in the cast practices will be on Tuesday evenings, kind of save those evenings. For the most part, it works. But especially like now that we're in crunch time, we are going to be doing more practices a little bit closer to like every day. And then the week of the show, it is, of course, every day. So it can get a little bit crazy, but I have to say I've got a lot of help. I've got some great choreographers this year. I've got a lot of volunteers, a lot of behind the scenes help. Adrienne Taylor is working with me again on the production. She's been with me for the last 13 years. So it definitely takes this great team to make all of this happen.
That's amazing. So when did the practices actually start?
So we started some of the practices in August, actually, with guest choreographers. Every year we try to bring in guest choreographers from the area, professional dancers, or sometimes from out of the area. This year we kind of stayed within the area just with COVID and travel. We just
Yeah.
didn't know, with travel and COVID. But for a couple of our pieces, we try to do that so we can give our dancers kind of a little bit of variety and working with different people. And so we actually started those pieces in August with Levine Nadeau, who is the choreographer for Snow this year. And he is the dance director at the St. James. And we started in August with our tap choreographer, Luke Spring. And he is actually, fun thing with Luke is he is actually going to perform a solo at the Saturday evening show, which is going to be fabulous. Yes, he was in Newsies at Signature Theater. And I don't know if anyone saw that, but if you saw this amazing guy that did this solo, that was him. And he's pretty awesome. So we're definitely excited about that.
Oh my goodness.
You
so
said
is that
Saturday. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
I was
Jess.
going to say the same thing. Like, is that the show like that we should be getting tickets for?
That if you want to see this amazing tap solo, yes. But all of the shows are worthy to get tickets for because let me tell you, even though we have Luke coming to the Saturday night show to do this solo number, we have such a talented cast of youth from this area. And from our 4-year-old mice all the way up to our 18-year-old dancers, there is so much talent in this cast. And there are so many different moments that will put a total smile on your face. So tickets for any of the shows is the best ticket in town.
I love hearing that. When are the performances and how do people get them?
So, unfortunately, our Girl Scout show is sold out. Um, but the other performances start on December 2nd, Thursday, December 2nd at 5:30, Friday, December 3rd at 6:30, two shows on Saturday, 2:30 and 6:30. And you can get tickets at our website, www.artspireva.com. And I think it's scrolling across the top. I will say that tickets are going very fast. So if you really want to see this show, definitely jump on ordering the tickets now. And I also want to let you all know that we have another option, just still with COVID. We understand that some community members and family members may still not be comfortable coming into a theater to watch a live performance, or maybe they can't travel in. We also have the option on our website to buy the video performance, and it will be the Saturday night show video. So if you don't get to catch someone in person, you can catch him on the video also.
Very cool.
Awesome.
I know. I was just trying to order tickets like right before we started. So I got halfway through, so I hope that I can get tickets when we're done here.
That could be awkward if
I
you.
know. I mean, but that would be the story of me, right? Like, as I'm sitting here interviewing the director, all the tickets sell out and then I don't get to go. But I can watch the video.
You can.
We'll make
You
sure you
can.
get in the show. Don't worry.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Membership has its privileges, I believe is the
yeah,
phrase.
right.
So, setting aside some tickets for just B, let's move the rest of the tickets by showing a little behind the scenes footage. Susan Fleischman and I had the great fortune of coming to a few rehearsals and interviewing some of the cast. So we have a little sneak peek for those of you watching. I'm feeling a little bit starstruck because, Audrey, is it true that you're this year's Clara?
Yes, I am.
So this is the 13th Community Nutcracker. How many years have you been a part of it?
This year will be my 6th year in the Alexandria Community Nutcracker.
So for all of the viewers, say your full name so everyone knows who you are and who to look for at Nutcracker.
My name is Audrey Mundell.
So Clara is kind of the dream role. Did you always want to be Clara in the 6 years you've been doing this?
Yes, I have. And even before I've done this Nutcracker, I've always loved the idea of being Clara. And every single year I've been able to experience the party scene. I've been able to watch it from stage and see her and get her when she got her doll and everything. And it's always just been a dream of mine. So it's really an honor to be able to be Clara this year.
And isn't it kind of a big deal when you find out? Is there like a ceremony for each year's Clara?
So yeah, there's a tradition that they've had going on for, I don't know how many years, but it's been a really long time now so the Clara from the year previous, so last year's Clara was Kylie Rapp, and so they always do it that the Clara finds the new Clara and tells them in a special way. Normally it's videotaped, some years it's not, but this year they did videotape it and they always post it on like the Facebook page. And they do it for all the roles too, not just Clara, for like the Snow Queen and Sugar Plum. They do it for all the roles like that.
Well, I am so glad that COVID is allowing this to go off this year and that you get your moment. in the sun. So everybody needs to come see Audrey as Clara in this year's Community Nutcracker.
Yes.
Thank you so much for talking to me today. Can you please introduce yourself to our viewers? Say your full name.
Yeah, my name is Kara Omohundro, and I've been in the Nutcracker all 13 years.
All 13 years, and I hear you also designed this year's logo. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for ACN 13's special logo?
Yeah, of course. It was a huge honor to get to design it this year. I was so excited when I received the offer. I just tried to capture a lot of what Nutcracker means to me. Having been in it 13 years, it's like a huge part of my life. It's just like, there's so much magic contained in just this one show. So I tried to capture like some of the most iconic dances and moments, like, you know, obviously the Nutcracker's front and center because it's the main piece, but just like little elements, things that really stand out in my memory throughout all the years. There's like little hidden pieces that you'll notice, like the more you look at it, the more detailed it is. So.
I absolutely love it. And what role are you this year in the production?
I'm the Dewdrop Fairy.
Oh, wow.
I perform with Waltz of the Flowers.
Okay, how exciting. Thank you so much. I also love that, is it each year the entire cast is listed on the back of the t-shirt?
Yeah, that's right. Everyone's names get listed right there, so you can see how many people go into making it a real success.
I have to ask, do you still have all 13 t-shirts?
I think we might have gotten rid of one, you know, from when I was really small.
Yeah.
I don't think it fits anymore, but I have some pretty old ones going back.
I absolutely love it. Everybody should come see Kara at ACN this year as the Dewdrop Fairy and maybe purchase some merch. Caleb, why don't you tell the viewers your full name and the roles you're playing in this year's Nutcracker?
Hi, I'm Caleb Walsh, and this year in the Nutcracker, I am the Nutcracker and I'm also the Snow Prince.
Wow, those are some important roles. How many Nutcracker performances have you been in through the years?
This is my 4th Nutcracker performance, so it's my 4th and final year doing it.
Oh no, don't say final year. I will say it's been hard talking to all of these seniors. What other parts have you played in the past? Have you been the Nutcracker before?
Yes, so my sophomore year I was the Nutcracker and just the regular Prince. Freshman year I was Drosselmeyer, and then junior year I was the Good Sugar Plum Fairy.
And how many years have you danced?
I've been dancing for 10 years.
Well, we are very excited to see you as the Nutcracker and the Snow Prince. I have seen a sneak peek of the Snow Prince performance. It's pretty incredible. Everyone should come out and see Caleb and all of the other performers at ACN 13 at Mount Vernon High School. Thanks, Caleb.
Yep, no problem.
Cameron, will you please introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hi, I'm Cameron Allen.
And are you a senior, Cameron?
Yes.
What parts are you playing in this year's Nutcracker?
I am the Snow Queen and I'm also an Arabian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Snow Queen is
Yeah.
such an iconic part. Have you always wanted to be the Snow Queen, or have you been the Snow Queen before in previous years?
I have not, but I know, growing up, I have watched the Nutcracker, and the Snow Queen has definitely been one of my favorite roles.
Mine too.
Yeah.
How many times have you been in the Nutcracker? This is the 13th ACN performance. How many is this for you?
Yeah, I started a little bit later than everyone else, but so this is my 3rd year. Yeah, my 3rd year in the Nutcracker.
Well, that's a pretty quick rise from never doing it before to Snow Queen, so
Yeah.
that's incredible. And what's your
Thank
favorite
you.
part of the Nutcracker?
Oh man, definitely Arabian. Arabian has
Oh!
always been my favorite.
Okay.
It's definitely a very fun dance, and obviously Snow Queen too.
Obviously. Yes, of course, obviously. Well, we look forward to seeing you perform this
you.
year. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi,
What is your name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie what?
Lizzie Stutz.
And can you please tell them how old you are?
I'm 6.
Okay. Are you in the Nutcracker this year?
Yes.
Tell me what you are going to be.
I am a little snow angel.
All right. Have you ever seen the Nutcracker before, Lizzie?
Yes.
What is your favorite part of the Nutcracker?
My favorite part in the Nutcracker is pretty much like people dancing.
Oh, yeah. That is a good part for sure. So, how many times have you been in the Nutcracker?
Only, one. This is my 2nd time in the Nutcracker.
Oh, this is very exciting. I am so excited to see you on stage at the 13th Alexandria Community Nutcracker, December 1st through 4th.
Hi, I'm Ella Cecine.
And I'm Amelia Polio.
I'm the evil sugar plum.
And I am the good sugar plum fairy. So, Ella, how many years have you been in Alexandria Community Nutcracker?
This is my 4th year doing Alexandria Community Nutcracker.
So fun.
What about you, Amelia?
This is my 3rd year doing the Alexandria Community Nutcracker.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I didn't do it my freshman year, but
That's
now I'm
okay.
here. So
We love you here. Well, I'm the evil sugar plum, and I'm very happy that I got this role this year, but I'm gonna win this time.
I don't think so. But I love her still.
Oh.
But she's still going down, so.
I mean, like, I'm actually the good one, though. The winner.
But you're not.
Oh.
I love you, though.
Oh.
Nothing but love. But I am the good one.
You're the good one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll
You'll
see.
just have to come watch the show.
December
And-
1st through 4th.
Francesca, thank you so much for talking with me. Why don't you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Of course. I'm Francesca Almeida. I'm a senior at West Potomac High School, and I am the Arabian princess in the Alexandria Community Nutcracker.
We were just talking to Cameron, and she said the Arabian is one of her favorites. So you have that lead role. Have you been in the Nutcracker many, many times?
Yeah, this is my 6th show,
Wow.
so I'm very sad to leave, but Arabian has always been my favorite. I loved watching it when I was younger. I loved seeing the high school girls, and now it's like so exciting to like be the lead.
The
and it's so
lead,
fun.
it is. It's very nice. Are you playing any other roles this year besides the lead in Arabian?
Yeah, I'm a mom in the party scene, which is always fun.
Iconic.
Yeah. I am a snowflake, and I am in Russian tap.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is a lot.
What has been your favorite part of Nutcracker through the years?
Other than the Arabian dance, my favorite part is being in the party scene. I've done it every year that I've been in the show, whether I was a doll and I've been a parent and I was the maid. So I feel like I've done a little bit of everything. And it's always just so fun because there's so many different people and it's so awesome.
Now, do you have any siblings in the show this year?
Yeah, both my sisters are in the show again. They took a little break last year, but they're back and it's so fun. We always take lots of pictures, family pictures.
Yeah, it's nice that it's like a family engagement. And
yeah.
We're super glad that COVID is allowing it to go on again. So
yeah.
Everybody should come to the 13th ACN, December 1st through 4th at Mount Vernon High School this year.
Yes, see you there.
I mean, wow.
I love incredible. It so much. It makes me so happy. Like, first of all, talking to all of them was pretty much the highlight of my week. They are such incredible young men and women, and their poise and their comfort and their genuine love for this Nutcracker, just it shines through. So that was super fun for me, very, very selfishly.
It must be, I would imagine that it feels really emotional to dance through this whole journey, like starting with the tryouts and then August starting with the rehearsals, and then it's just all this intense time and this collaboration and all of the teamwork. And then, I mean, what's it feel like when it's all done? Do you just like collapse and then get started for the next year, or like?
So, yes, I do collapse. But oddly enough, like when the show is going on, sometimes I'll be backstage going, oh, wait, like next year we've got to do this. So I actually start thinking about the following year, kind of when we're in this year. But it is kind of emotional. I will say, all of those seniors, they are just amazing, remarkable young men and women, young ladies. And we didn't have an interview from Zach Collison, but he's our Rat King also. And they are just, it is nice to see their joy come out about the Nutcracker and the community performance. And the fun thing is, like, they've kind of bought into this whole community idea. Like, they bought into how cool it is to have, to be in a performance and have little mice, to work with these little mice. Clara works with the mice. And just to see the growth and see the kids grow through the years. And like Francesca has been in it Kara's been in it the longest, all 13 years. She started as a little angel, and Francesca has been in it a couple of years too. So just for them to see like the different kids grow up also in the Nutcracker and doing it year after year. And it really is just great. But I will say it is hard, especially that last show, watching the seniors take their final bow. It really is. And this year is going to be a really hard year once again, because they are like, they usually play the lead roles, and they are these role models, these amazing role models for our younger dancers, and it is very hard to see them take their final bow on stage.
I can
I just
imagine.
want to say that Francesca is watching and she says, "We love you too, Jenny." And she's crying listening to you talk about her that way. And you know what's interesting is there's a lot of crossover because being the head coach of the West Potomac dance team, many of the performers are members of your dance team. And so this long goodbye for these seniors, their final football season, their final Nutcracker season, their final competition season, it's a very emotional thing to witness. I can't even imagine how it must feel for you because you do this and over and over and over again.
It is. But I have to say, it is very sad for me whenever they have all their final, the final performance, final this. But one thing I will say is they just go on and do amazing things. And I love watching what they do. I love watching, some of them join dance teams or dance classes in college. We have some dancers that are on dance teams in college, some study dance, and some don't dance anymore, but they are just doing fabulous things in college or trade schools or whatever path they may take. And it's really nice to see from like the alumni pages and also to see whenever they comment on our posts on Instagram or Facebook, their excitement of how they remember the Nutcracker when they see all of these pictures go up and they see, dancers from last year and the year before remember these gals and guys in the Nutcracker that they were in. And it's just great to see the excitement. And it's great to see this family that has been built around it, this tradition, and how people want to come back and they want to support and they want to know what's going on and they want to see the pictures and they want to see the videos. So even though it is hard to let these kids go, I am always so happy to see their next adventure and to see the wonderful things that they are going to do. And the great thing is, some of them come back and help in many different ways. We've had a lot of girls. Anna Pinkunis is choreographed for us in the past. Lindsay Johnson has come back and helped in the past. Zandy Sosa, who was one of our Claras, she is now our dance team coach, our JV dance team coach, and our winter season dance team coach. And she was our Clara. And also one of our choreographers is Stacy Wallach, who has been helping with dance team. She's one of our Spanish choreographers. So it's just great to see everyone come back and just want to help out and want to be a part of it. And because they remember the great experience that they have. So that they had. Hannah Nobles has come back many times and helped us with choreography. The list is long and we welcome them all back. We love when they come back. And so it's hard for them to go, but I'm also happy to see their next adventures.
Well, and it's also proof that you have built community. And community doesn't go away. It's there.
Yes.
And for them to come back to and to continue
Yes.
adding value to. And I just think it's really inspiring, all the work that you do. And I'm excited I have a budding ballerina, I think. I don't know. We're new in the process. I'm trying not to push her or anything. But I'm like, ooh, someday I hope she gets to be a part of this because it's such a cool experience.
Well, and the one thing I have to say that I really do love about our particular Nutcracker, there's two things. One is it's not just ballet. So it's a little bit easier for the younger members of the audience to watch it because sometimes ballet, you lose their interest because they are younger. But we've got tap, we've got jazz, we have hip hop, we have gymnastics, we have ballet, we have Irish dancing. So we have a little bit of everything to keep the audience really engaged. And the other thing that's so nice is because it truly is community. So we don't pull from one studio. We have dancers from all different studios and all different elementary schools and all in different high schools and private schools. And that's the beauty of it because these kids that normally don't dance every week in a ballet class are coming together and they are dancing in this performance. And that's what I love so much because it just brings so much variety to our performance. And it's great for all of these dancers to get to know other dancers and other studios and other schools. And that's what really makes it a great community Nutcracker performance.
I also feel like we need to for sure highlight and plug the role that ArtSpire VA takes in the Community Nutcracker, or what the Community Nutcracker allows ArtSpire VA to be able to do.
Absolutely. So ArtSpire VA is a nonprofit that I founded in 2015. And the Alexandria Community Nutcracker, all of the proceeds from the show go directly back to scholarships for students, youth in the area, to take dance classes, theater classes, voice lessons, art classes, all of the arts. And the nice thing is we have 7 scholarship students in the Alexandria Nutcracker this year. And they are students that we have been giving scholarships to take dance classes on a weekly basis, some for 4, 5 years, some for 1 or 2 years. But that is what is so wonderful, because these young dancers are getting the opportunity to experience the arts, not only in a weekly class, but also on stage. And I just, my heart just overflows when I think about that. And I think about everyone, all of our donors, all of our sponsors, and everyone that has helped us get to this point, because we couldn't have done it without everybody that has helped to provide these scholarships. But it's just wonderful, because all of the proceeds from there are going to go directly back into scholarships. And we also are giving free seats for the performances to local youth and their families who normally would not have the experience of a live performance. So right now we have 55 members and like 55 dancers and family members that will be able to attend the performance and experience live theater. And we're hoping to do more.
It's just so awesome.
Well, it's like this self-fulfilling loop of positivity that just like is my jam, you know? Jen, thank you so much for everything that you do for the community. Thank you for 13 years of putting on the Alexandria Community Nutcracker, and to all of the people behind you who help.
Yes. Yes.
Let's talk one more time about how to get tickets.
So you can just go online at artspireva.com and you can order your tickets right there. And again, if you don't feel comfortable coming to a performance, you can also order the video performance, so you can download it and watch it anytime you want.
I have to give a plug to, you also received another comment. You're breaking my heart over here, and it's only Wednesday. That's from what? Ella Sassine. That was my favorite part of that video, when the evil Sugar Plum said to the good Sugar Plum, what? Felt very on brand for Ella. Very on brand.
Yes, yes.
So a big thank you to Susan Mulligan Fleischman for all of her technical work and for putting together that incredible video. We could not do this show without her every month. And speaking of every month, we are going to come back in January of 2022. We should talk about that. Is going to take December off, but we hope to come back and have many things here locally, and businesses and people like Jen who are doing amazing things that we should talk about. Did you see what I did there, Jess?
I saw what you did there. You're good.
I cannot thank you ladies enough for having me on the show, and Susan for all of the great behind the scenes work you did. I really do appreciate it.
It is our pleasure.
And I'm happy to report that I was able to get tickets.
Oh,
Yay!
Thank God.
Thank you, Jen, so much. I can't wait to see this show in its entirety. And I know, you're just going to pack the house at every show, and it's going to be great. So thanks for doing what you do.
Well, thank you, ladies.
Thanks, everyone, for watching. And remember to be the good news in someone's life.